Alrighty. Video reflection number dos. Alrighty. I guess to start off, I'm sorry. My house is 55 degrees right now, so I'm wearing a hoodie. I'm not trying to be informal. Alrighty. 35 minutes playing paper talk. How can you playing it? Okay. Well, my favorite topic so far and what I want to talk about is and kind of why I chose it. Well, people keep telling me like, oh, it's going to be super hard to talk about discrimination of women and harassment about women based on what we talked about in class. And you said you'd grade that harder. But it's one of the biggest topics I wanted to learn about, and it's something that I am really interested in. And I don't know. I've had many talks with my mom about it, and she's very vocal about it on Facebook. So don't nail her like your aunt. I think you said your aunt. My mom's a very sweet woman, but she's just. I've had many talks about it with her. Of just like there's a lot of stuff that like I just don't go through on a daily basis that women go through, and I would like to explore that maybe and see if that's expressed through comic books and how women are discriminated and harassed every single day. Where I just maybe don't know as much as I should about it, and kind of honestly, I think I can take that away from the class and just use it as a way to just like respect women further in a more sense of I have evidence and facts of just ways to just so I know what's going on, if that makes sense. So I'm talking about the discrimination of harassment in women in comic books because I think overall in class so far that's just something that's really popped out to me. Moving to further topics, I'm going to analyze it through. I just really want to kind of take a poll of just like kind of see like what sources I can get at, kind of what sources will kind of bring that information to me to kind of enlighten the situation of which bringing my topic out, not other just in comic books and just bringing out topics and bringing out statistics where I've just like, I have a really cool topic. I have a cool source. We're like analyzing the gender representation of, it says 34,476 comic book characters, which is a lot of comic book characters. And I can't read that many comic books. So I just think that was a really cool source because starting off first, it kind of talked about like superhero roles and kind of what roles women play and what are roles men play. And there's like a whole stat sheet in, like to the percentage of what like enhanced physical abilities and supernatural physical abilities are given to women and men. And this is just one of the cool sources I came upon because it just shows it, like super strength. 28.34% of women or males superheroes have that. Females 20.65%. But it's just funny because it shows females have like agility, supernatural powers like flight, pheromone control, sonic screens. But like all the men powers, I guess they could say that you have are strength, stamina, berserker strength, invulnerability, and leadership. So it's funny to kind of see through time and through kind of comic books how the roles of maybe not even like what the role in the exact book is, but the just like subtle hints from the powers that are given to them. I can already see through the percentages like 15.29% of male characters have invulnerability, where 9.64% of women have invulnerability. And it's just very interesting because just through societal norms, it's a big case of like how men are supposed to be strong, the hunters, and that's just kind of like what's been passed down and what's been like the motto and like, oh, men can't show emotion, all this stuff. So it's very interesting to see the roles that were given to all these women characters in the percentage form. So that was one of my sources that I've been really looking into because I feel like it just has a lot of information. I'm still waiting on a She-Hulk and Wonder Woman in the mail. I should probably get Amazon Prime sometime soon. But should be coming the next day or two. But I really want to look into them because I kind of the wave of how She-Hulk came about. I wrote about it in my proposal. Kind of how like She-Hulk, who came around in 1979 as a result of a second wave feminism. And it's just like it talks about how she was very open and expressive about sexual liberation. And I just think that's one like a great book that will give me insight on to kind of read into that topic and kind of see how she's depicted in comic books. So I think that's another great source. It comes in a day or two, so I'll have that so I can start digging deeper in my research. But yeah, so far I'm really excited for basically to write about this because I feel like I'm really interested in it, and it's something that if I can take anything from the class, if I can take this away from it and have knowledge in this area, I think it would just be very beneficial to me. It's just something that young men should know and learn, and I think it's just something really cool. Watchmen Civil War, I have sources other than those, obviously. One graphic novel sources, She-Man. I have a Wonder Woman comic book as well coming. How to plan and analyze it. Well, I just want to make sure I covered all the things. So, talked about how to analyze it, talked about how I want to talk about women discrimination through comic books, and how from that and from the sources that I'm going to definitely need a few more, but I'm working on it. To kind of just really verse myself and be able to be very fluent with my topic, and definitely I want to make sure the comic books I get, I've She-Hulk, and I know they said I need 3, but I'm gonna try to get as many as I can to make it beneficial towards my paper, and that's where I'm at. I just had a DiGiorno pizza; it was delicious, and have a great Sunday.